We conclude Pac-12 Men's Basketball Media Day from Las Vegas with the Washington State Cougars and head coach Kyle Smith. And Coach, it's great to see you. Let's just start by getting a sense. How do you feel about your group right now?
I really like our team. A lot of new faces, and been doing it long enough. Should have a decent pulse of what our talent looks like. I feel good about our talent. Really like our guys. You'll get to meet them in a second, a couple of them. And but it's going to take a little time, probably because we have so much new. But I do feel good about them.
How do you approach that, Kyle, when you lose that many players? And it seems like everyone's dealing with it now. You're recruiting high school players on some level, but the portal becomes a big deal. Do you just go in there and try and replace it with best available, or do you try and build out a team in the portal? You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely. I think it's a little bit of both. I think when we first arrived at Washington State, and this will be our 5th year, so the first approach is obviously get the best talent, like NBA, GMs. You got to get the best players, and then we'll kind of shape how we will play accordingly. And then we've built something, and we've been good inside, and I think our good big talents, whether F.A., Muhammad, Deshaun, those guys attract others. I think we have a really good front court group, so we'll continue down that path, and then we just got to pick and choose where they come from a little bit. It's just got to be nimble.
To what degree? I mean, we can go through some of the. You've got some freshmen and you've got the transfers.
Yeah.
How's that thing going to fit together with the newcomers this year?
I'm trying to figure it out, but no, like I said, we have 3 post players I think that are inexperienced at this level, but good talents. Isaac Jones transferred from Idaho, very good scorer, can score inside and out, good size and length. Oscar Clough was a junior college transfer, very good. Low post player, kind of a throwback. I mean, I don't want to put the Jokic thing on, but he's really a passer, good nimble. And then Ruben Chenulu, who's a freshman from the NBA Academy, who has just got a big, strong, long athlete with a big heart and really plays hard. So they all kind of complement each other. And I think as we learn to play through those guys, that's how good we'll be.
And you also brought in a high-level guard from the championship program in Kansas.
Yeah, absolutely. Great championship DNA in Joseph Yesufu. A guy that we tried to get when he left Drake. And he's just he really fits even more so with our attitude, as far as having a great attitude, great work ethic. He's a yes sir, no sir guy, knows what it takes, so he's been in those battles, and we're going to lean hard on his maturity as much as anything.
What kind of player is he, Kyle?
He's an explosive combo. We'll right now probably be at the point for us, but can really guard the ball. He can really shoot it, and he can really get it going scoring-wise, but we're going to need his perimeter shooting with the size I mentioned. Looks a little like, and I don't know if you can feel it, but kind of like those UW kind of guards back in the day, the Isaiah, Nate Robinson type. He's an explosive, smaller, strong, explosive guy that can get buckets.
I know, obviously, the Miles Rice battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma was something that we, as much as we can, have followed. How's he doing?
He's doing great. I was telling other people, and I forget about it, just because his attitude he's such a life-giving force. Anyone that's met him, he's really positive, optimistic through all that, and he's been out for 2 years, and he's very talented, and just needs to let him grow a little bit, let him feel himself and get going.
So what was his timeline? Like, how long has he been back on the court?
He's been back on the court since the summer. I can't remember, but I think he's been, as I said, I can't remember. It's like we're worried, like coaching him on eggshells, and like we're doing conditioning, like you're worried about him, but like just after a couple of weeks, you're like, oh, he's fine, and physically it hasn't been an issue that's noticeable, other than it's just 2 years of rust. But I think mentally, as much as anything, him just getting back in the saddle.
Yakimovsky's back, senior year. Had to play a lot bigger than he should have or was used to last year. Talk about him going back to kind of being who he was when he got to Washington State.
He hasn't really been healthy for us 1 year. It's been he had to hurt his groin his freshman year, had a surgery that went into his sophomore year, and then last year he was dealing with the turf toe. And he's just a stud. He's just gotten better as far as attitude, his confidence, and now he does play more small forward. Like I said, it'll probably be him, Jones, and one of the big fives. And that's what I think will be our strength. I think he gives you a presence at the 3. The guy that, I think he had 16, 17 rebounds against UW last year, and he can bang threes. He's ball handling. We'll be able to play through him a little more like that as a perimeter guy, which I think is, again, will be big.
What's the new? I don't want you to give away any secrets. I know you won't, but what's the new data this year? What you guys uncovered?
Yeah, my new data is that it's like putting together a junior college team. So I'm leaning hard into Jim Shaw, who's recruited a lot of junior college. It's not so much about data; it's about we got to get this thing put together quickly. Let's just say it's going to take some time, and normally we'll let the data kind of chase the data, who we should be playing out there. But kind of like I said, we got to reprogram, get it quickly, and hopefully return as much every year. But you never know.
So do you have to simplify things in that?
I do think so.
Yeah.
I think that's been the challenge for me, and I think my druthers, it doesn't matter anymore, but it'd be like you can get really good at a place like in Pullman or Washington State. You got guys play together 2, 3, 4 years. Anyone would, and that's not really the case. And there's been a lot of guys I would have said that the same about Mark Few Gonzaga. They have to, but then I don't know. He plug and play. They keep it pretty good. So it's more about you got to adjust and figure it out.
Back-to-back postseasons for this group, which is significant to go to the NIT 2 years in a row. You've got, we've seen some of the net rankings, the schedules, like you've got that pretty dialed. So what does it take in this deep league this year to get to the NCAA tournament?
I think that's the next step for our program. Like I said, we're trying to build, and obviously had some setbacks and lose some guys, but if we're ever going to be good, you're going to have to get there. And the schedule, I think our league's going to be really good. I think you guys, I know it's your job to promote it, but I just think just based on the talent that Cal's accumulated and making a jump, Oregon State's a year older and they got good young players, and just the league top to bottom, and not to mention obviously Arizona, USC with one of the best point guards in the country. So I think finish top half. Let's do it. Top half should get it.
Yeah.
Let's get 6 teams in.
Here's my concern though, Kyle, and I agree with you. I think the league's going to be very good this year, but I think the league's going to be very good in January. I think there's a lot of teams like yours that a lot of new pieces, a lot of new stuff that, by the time you get to January, you're going to be much better. But we also know how important November and December are in your net, in the league's net, and all that, so that you have a lot of teams in contention for an NCAA tournament. So I just hope that all you guys in your team and some others don't stumble in November and December trying to figure it out because you have all these new pieces.
I agree. As I said, that's a challenge for us. I think one thing that I think will help, I don't know if it helped my mindset, we're not preparing for 2 league games, 2 weeks in the season or whatever. I think that changes the way you do things a little bit. You're going to be, those games really, they're all meaningful, but you're building this thing, trying to get there and have to do that. And there's definitely, we have to do our job out of league, or else it doesn't mean much. But I just think it will happen. I think the talent's good, the coaching's good. We'll see.
What do you think of your schedule, the non-conference schedule?
Non-conference, I like it. A lot of home games, to be honest. I think in the sense that with losing a lot of guys, to be honest, we want to make sure that we are getting our one foot in front of the other, make sure we're building that way. I think that last year I thought had we stayed healthy, we probably bit off a little more than we could chew on the non-conference. But healthy, it was the right move. I think if we had 1 or 2 more wins, and it's all it would have taken, we're an NCAA tournament team by the net. But this team probably needs just a little patience early. Hopefully get it up quicker than that and do our best in the league.
Yeah, that's right. Get better while you're still winning.
Yeah, you got to win. Winning is a great teacher.
Yeah, we're going to have a media question in the front right. Miss Cindy?
I like this one.
Hi, Coach. Cindy Brunson, Pac-12 Network, NBC Sports. We know on the women's side for Coach E, it's Charlize Ledger-Walker. She is the straw that stirs the drink. Who is that player on your roster?
Yet to be determined, but I do think I think Joseph Yesufu is going to be, it's really important to us because he can score, he can lead. He's been in a winning program. I think Isaac Jones would have our best chance to be our leading scorer. And I think Andre Yakumovsky with his leadership and he's capable, just do it all-around guy with his experience is going to help lead this group. And then we'll be good at the 5, I think. It's just going to be 2 up there, pretty good.
You mentioned the experience of Yesufu coming from Kansas.
Yes.
How does that show itself at this time of a year, early before you've even started playing games in practice?
Just his way he approaches practice. He's a pro. He's got a confidence about him. Like, you know, you do internal leadership audits with your team and players, part of the analytics. And very quickly, he had a lot of votes for leadership and from the players. And you don't know, and that's hard, you know, especially I think it's a testament to our group. They understand what he's about, and they look, you know, like he has that natural type of leadership ability.
Yeah, that's obviously stuff for you coaches, but do the players really buy into that stuff? Do they?
I mean, the analytic piece? Yeah, I think they do. I think they really do. I think our attitude's good. They're probably too compliant sometimes. I kind of want them to do their own thing, but just the idea they definitely buy into what they vote on. when they say this, their leader, they're telling me who it is, and it's nice when you feel like, oh, I really like, you know, this guy's about the right stuff, and you get that feedback from your players. They see the same thing we do. It's not always like that.
So leadership isn't analytic. You're saying the data you get from the surveys.
Absolutely. I'm just saying that part of the analytics is like, hey, this guy scores very high. These characters, let's follow that lead. Yeah. Our players are telling us to follow them, and we like them. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Well, your guys are coming up right now. We're looking forward to seeing them, and we're looking forward to seeing you this year, Coach. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kyle.
Do I hang around, or
I mean, you've already told us about these two. Anything about them that we don't know that you want to add?
You'll get more out of them than I will.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
All right,
we'll let you slide out. There's Kyle Smith, Andre Yakimovsky, Joseph Yestafu coming in.
Let's go. Do me proud. I got you.
Welcome, guys.
See you, fellas.
Thank you.
All right.
You guys got the tights on. You're ready to go today. Huh?
Definitely, we ready to play.
You guys got practice after this or what?
Not today. We got the day off.
Day off, yeah.
Joseph, how's life acclimating to a new place? What's life in Washington State like for you?
Oh, I love Pullman. They welcome me in open arms. A great area, and it's a very peaceful area. People might think it's boring, but I need that peace.
What's it been like welcoming him to the team?
No, it's amazing. I think he's experienced guy. He's an ACA champion. He's been to the tournament multiple times, and you know, I think we needed that kind of player in the previous years, and I think his experience is going to help us a lot this year.
Where are you at health-wise right now, Andre? Coach was talking about how you just feel like you've dealt with something nagging every year that you've been at Washington State. How's your health right now?
I'm fully healthy. That was my main thing coming, you know, this off season, and I've been working, you know, hard in the gym and in the training room just to try to get fully healthy and, you know, be ready to play a full season.
Joseph, we haven't seen you play. We saw you play at Kansas, but we haven't seen you, you know, in a much bigger role, which you'll have, which in reading about you had at Drake, and then not as big of a role at Kansas, but you're going back to a much larger role. What can we expect from you? What do you bring to the table?
First of all, this is all a blessing. Coach Smith took a chance on me. But what you guys can expect from me, you're gonna see a different me, a better Drake version.
A better Drake version.
Better Drake version.
What does that mean in terms of? We talking about shooting percentages, more assists. What are we talking about?
It's just everything. I've been in college for about to be 5 years now. I learned a lot along the way from guys at Kansas, guys at Drake, and you know, this is my opportunity, and I'm blessed to be around a group of guys that believe in me.
What have you learned about yourself in those 5 years?
I'm a leader. My freshman year, I was quiet. I come off as a quiet person, you know, but as I continue to grow, just leading, talking, you know, and just encouraging others around me.
Andre, you've been around for a while now. You know, a lot of roster turnover, a lot of new guys this year. How much responsibility do you feel to kind of set the tone and show by example all these new players in the program?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to be the leader of the team. You know, I'm trying to lead this team because I've been through you know, 3 different years, 3 different teams. Our team this year is completely different because we got 9 new players, and I think the Coach Smith and coaching staff they did a great job putting every piece together, and you know, we're just trying to get better every single day.
You know what it takes to play in this league. We were talking to Coach about the back-to-back NIT teams you've been a part of, and he said, well, this league is so deep. If you're in the top 6, that's probably enough to be an NCAA tournament team this year. So what does it take to win enough games to be in the top half of the Pac-12 from your experience?
I think the main thing is the chemistry of the team, and I feel like with this group we have the best chemistry that I've been around. We like each other. We like to hang out with each other off the court, on the court. We like to help each other, and I think that's going to help to make one more step and to make it to the NCAA tournament.
Jesse?
Go to the front right to Willie.
Joseph, Willie Ramirez with the Associated Press. You said we can expect a leader in you. You've transferred before into a new program, now you transfer. How do you go about sort of finding a happy medium and maybe not stepping on toes and coming in trying to aggressively become a leader, but also respect who's already maybe in that role and blend yourself in and then add your experience? Have you already built that chemistry? You're still working on it? Where are you with that, and how do you plan to do it as the season starts?
First, it comes from guys like Yak and teammates welcome me in with open arms. That's a credit to them. I really love them for that. And just being me, I feel like I have a great personality, and also getting to know my teammates. Talk to them every day, text them every day, going out with them, doing like activities, bowling and stuff like that. So I feel like building a relationship with my teammates has been the number one thing for me.
What's the name of the bowling alley?
Huh?
What's the name of the bowling
Oh,
alley?
Zeppos.
Zeppos, yeah, Zeppos. He said he's got a great personality. What do you love about his personality?
He's just a positive guy. Like I like his approach. To every practice. We're seeing him like every day, and he just trying to be positive, trying to teach the young guys. We have a lot of freshmen coming in, especially at point guard positions, and he's trying to help them, develop their game, and I think that's the best thing about Joe.
Speaking of approach, what kind of team are we going to see this year? Play fast, play slow, physical? What kind of team are we going to see?
I would say physical because, like Coach Smith said, we're a different team than last year. I think we're gonna play bigger. We have, big forwards. Probably I'll play more as a 3 than 4 from last year. And we can play fast, we can play slow, but I think the physicality is the main thing of this team.
Jesse?
So we're going to first go to the left to PJ, and then we'll go to Cindy on the right.
PJ, Carlos Simone, Pac-12 Network. Either of you guys are comfortable. Dre, obviously, you played so much in Europe and here, but the team has changed each year. It hasn't been that long, but piggybacking on what Donnie just said, how do you feel about this team right now? What have you seen in practice, either of you guys? This is your third school. You've played so much in Europe and here. What do you see that you like about this team so far?
What I see is no one hangs their heads. They miss a shot, they're gonna shoot the next one. I feel like we're a very positive team, very confident team, and we're together. I haven't seen a lot of teams I've been part of the past. It takes a while for us to gel, but this team I feel like we're gelling really well.
Yeah, I agree with him, but I just think that we need to be patient because, like you said, we're a new team. Our coaches are huge on the hustle stats and all the analytics, and they need a little bit of time to just learn all those things. But we got nice guys, on and off the court, and that's the one thing that I like about this team.
Cindy?
Hi guys, Cindy Brunson, Pac-12 Network and NBC Sports, also class of '96 WSU. You guys know, Andre, you know for sure how passionate the fan base is. Joseph, you're gonna learn real quick. And it's a fan base that includes 4-time NBA champion Klay Thompson. He is always watching. What is it like playing knowing that?
It's amazing. I think, like he said, we're known as Whitfield underdogs, and we're stick to that. We like being underdogs. We like that he's supporting us. it means a lot. I think he came to watch us a couple of games last year, and it's just amazing. And before coming to WSU, before commuting to WSU, when I went on a visit, he was the first person welcoming because I was there for his jersey retirement, and that was just unbelievable experience for me. Before I was just watching YouTube videos, and now like I'm talking with him. Definitely, he played a huge part of making that decision to come to WSU.
He was yelling at the refs that day from his courtside.
That's right.
He just went to a football game. Did he swing by and see you guys at the football game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, good luck. Welcome to the league.
Thank you.
Great to meet you, Joseph. And we'll look forward to your season this year, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Good luck
so
this year,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
All right, they're the Washington State Cougs. Don, take a look at their schedule.
Well,